So we're in the midst of the Tournament of Power, a lot of shit going down, and we have, obviously, since it started, the official roster for a while now of who's in the Tournament of Power representing Universe 7. With this video, I wanted to talk about a potential leak, potentially, regarding who will be the final fighters or the final 5 in the Universe Tournament of Power, whatnot, or the Universe Survival Arc, whatever, in the tournament, who will be the final people that will rep Universe 7. And what I mean by that is, you know, after a lot of people get eliminated, who are going to be left standing for the remainder of the tournament, whether it just be one person or a few different people. Now, let's quickly talk about who started all this, you know what I'm saying? Who was the full roster when we began? We know it was Frieza, Krillin, 18, 17, Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Roshi, Tien, and Piccolo, if I'm not mistaken. Forgive me if I forgot anybody, but I believe that was the roster of people that we've had, you know, from the jump or whatnot, because obviously Boo got eliminated or whatever, so those are the fighters that we started off with. Now, there's two different things that make me believe that I kind of get an idea of who's going to be the remaining ones. One of them, or both of them actually, but one of them in particular makes me really excited. And if you know me and you've been watching the channel for a while, then you might guess who it could potentially be. Now, let's talk about the latest ending that debuted about a month ago for Dragon Ball Super. We get to see a lot of cool different things, and I felt as though it was hinting at the future of this arc. Towards the end of it, you see 2 fighters remaining. They're the ones standing, and that is Goku and Gohan. Goku looks battle damaged the fuck up, and Gohan kind of looks clean or whatever. If you look at that and you just kind of analyze what we've seen up until this point in the Tournament of Power, Goku has been just savage, looking for fight after fight, getting a hard on every time he thinks of fighting Jiren and shit like that. Dude has just been an animal, jumping into every fight he can. Gohan has been very strategic. He's been sitting back. He's like, let everybody fucking slug it out, and then we'll eventually jump in and shit like that. So Gohan has had a strategy up until this point, and he'll probably continue for the most part to be very strategic, because that's the role that Gohan has played and will play, because, you know, it kind of goes into the scholastics and him being a smart guy to avoid battle unless he absolutely has to. So if you kind of analyze that and you look at that ending, Goku is completely battle ridden, right? His clothes is all fucked up and everything. Gohan's clean. Could be an indication, could be coincidence, could be the studio playing with us. It could mean absolutely nothing other than, hey, some cool visuals. But that is interesting to note, because you got to think about it. If Gohan, you know, he's been playing it really smart, and he's going to probably continue to do that throughout the tournament or whatever. There's a high probability, hey, he's very strong, unlike Tien and Piccolo and them that's also been following the strategy. Like, you know, they're strong, of course, Tien and Piccolo, but nothing in comparison to Gohan, especially now that he's seemingly back to his glory days as far as strength goes. So Gohan has not only the strategy to sit back, let all these idiots battle it out, and then I'll jump in, but then he also has the strength to endure whatever comes his way as well. Well, for the most part, I think if Jiren came his way, Gohan would get wrecked and Shrek and shit like that. But, you know, aside from that, like, aside from the top tier Toppo and Jiren and those people, Gohan can handle his own. So there's an indication there. But also, there was recently a couple of different products that was released. We talked about one recently that kind of hinted or potentially spoiled what Goku's next form would look like, and it was the Super Saiyan look, but with the red hair. So it was kind of like the original God mode if he had Super Saiyan hair with it. So it was kind of like Super Saiyan with red hair, essentially. And, you know, we seen that it was like a chocolate thing. But then there was something else released. I want to say it's a lunchbox or something like that. I can't really remember. But it had 5 fighters on it that potentially could be the 5 remaining ones. Now, it could just be that they were using the most popular, the most iconic, the most sought after, or whatever. But they had 5 fighters on this product. And the 5 fighters are Gohan, Frieza, Goku, Vegeta, and Android 17. Now, you look at that, I mean, those are some of the most popular ones. You already know the Saiyans, Goku, Vegeta. Goku's going to be on everything. If they're going to have group pictures or whatever, you know Goku's going to be on it. But they got Goku, they got Vegeta, Gohan, Frieza, and 17, and think about it, it could just be, hey, those are some of the most popular ones. I mean, I guess Piccolo is pretty popular. I would argue maybe Piccolo is more popular than 17. I don't really know. I might be completely off on that one. Again, I'm not completely in the heart of the pulse of the fandom worldwide and shit like that, but I'm imagining there's a possibility Piccolo might be more popular than 17. I mean, it's Piccolo. He's the green Namekian motherfucker, right? So you could argue that maybe Piccolo could replace him. 18 is popular, but not that popular. Krillin is popular, but Krillin isn't really the most liked. He's more so the butt of the joke type of character. So I don't know if they will. And then, you know, Tien, who the fuck really wants Tien? I mean, I fucks with Tien, but as popular, popularity goes, I don't really see Tien being a big one. Like, yeah, bro, I want to buy that, got Tien on it and shit like that. So it could just be that those are the 5 most popular, or it could also be hinting that those are going to be the 5 either remaining fighters or the last 5 before some more of them get picked off and eliminated. Because you got to think, okay, I'm imagining Roshi might be the next one to get eliminated. At some given point, I can see 18 get eliminated as well. I could definitely just see, like, either she gets, somebody outmaneuvers her, or maybe somebody like Topo Jiden just goes ham and starts getting rid of the weaklings, you know what I'm saying? So I can see that happening. I don't know if I mentioned Tien, Piccolo, like a lot of those fighters I can definitely see. I mean, the way the Tournament of Power has been structured so far, somebody that I thought was going to last a lot further, even though he's very weak, is Krillin. I thought Krillin was actually going to be towards the end just to overcome the odds and show all that training and shit we had going on. It was going to mean something, but Krillin kind of, he did some things and then he's the first one out. So you can argue that there is a strong possibility a lot of the more weaker characters are going to get picked off. We've seen 17, and whether you argue that it's filler or it's just bullshit, we saw that he was going up against Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and again, whether you argue that Goku was holding back or whatever, he was throwing in, he was putting in some work. So you could argue 17 is pretty freaking strong to last that long. And just in general, I don't see at all Toei Animation getting rid of Goku, Frieza, and Vegeta for a very long time, because those are the 3. I mean, Goku and Vegeta alone, 2 stars of the show. This is the Goku and Vegeta, Saiyan show. Whether they use sometimes Vegeta to get bodied in order to make Goku look amazing and glorious and great, they're not going to get rid of the 2 Saiyan babies, you know what I'm saying? They're just not. And then, of course, Frieza, the whole return of him, if you looked at the ratings, if you've seen the ratings, Frieza brought in the ratings, so they're going to keep him around as long as possible. Obviously, he's not getting that much screen time lately, which means that he's probably going to get a lot of screen time towards the later half of the tournament or whatever. So those are the 3 that I definitely see lasting, regardless if this is a spoiler or not of this product having these 5 characters. I just see them there because they're ratings bonanzas, and this is like the stars of the show, especially Frieza's return yet again. It's like, they're the stars. Gohan thing is kind of like, if it wasn't for the ending showing that, and this product, and just in general, I could have seen Toei Animation picking off Gohan, because, I mean, let's be honest, up until recent events, Gohan has been shitted on time and time again. It looks like Toei is trying to change around the image and the aura, and, the way people feel about Gohan with this arc, because, I mean, if you've seen the preliminaries, they did give him a decent fight. It sucks that they played him and made it a draw when it shouldn't have been a draw. He was the last man standing, but that's neither here nor there. It seems as though they're doing a big turnaround, so maybe because they want to do this big turnaround, and they want people to stop saying, yo, Toei, stop playing with Gohan. They want people to say, yo, Toei, you did it good for Gohan. That's why they will make him last longer. 17, it could just be a big popularity thing, whatever. Like, I don't really see 17 is like, he doesn't play a vital role in the core of all of this shit. It was like, hey, we really need some help. Cool shit, cool beans, he's joining. But it doesn't really look like he's going to be the biggest deal. So assuming that these 5 players or whatever are still going to have some people eliminated, maybe it'll just be Goku at the very end, or Goku and Gohan, depending on that ending being a spoiler or whatnot. I could see 17 getting eliminated at some given point, and it just doesn't play well into the grand scheme of things, because 17 doesn't really give a fuck about anything but his animals, and he's just joining, he's going along for the ride and shit like that. So I could see 17. Gohan is iffy, because it does look like the ending could be foreseeing things or giving us some foresight into the future, but I don't know. I know Goku is definitely towards the end, and Vegeta, I see him being a pillar to make Goku look good, and I hate that shit. I really, really do hate how they always use, instead of giving Vegeta his moment, like, yo, Goku takes Jiren, Vegeta takes hit, and Vegeta finally gets his moment. They're not going to do that. Jiren's probably going to body Vegeta, and then that's going to give Goku the platform to say, oh, okay, it's my turn, and, get a great fight with Jiren, which, cool for Goku, shitty for Vegeta and the fans that want to see him have that triumphant, like, yo, I'm that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I want to see for once, and as much as I love Goku, as much as I love what they do with this shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I want to see for once, maybe Jiren bodies Goku, and Vegeta steps up to the plate, and Vegeta's the hero. Not gonna happen. It ain't. I don't see it that way at all, but I would like that, you know what I'm saying? And then, you never know. Like, this is kind of like something in the far distance of my mind, no matter what, that, Toei trying to change his image, and, the ending, and this product, or whatever that I keep talking about. I would love for Gohan to be the hero that he should have been at the end of Dragon Ball Z. That's what I would love. I don't see it happening, him being the last man standing. I just don't. Maybe there could be the last 5 standing, or the last 4, 3, or whatever. He could be the last 2 with Goku. I just don't see him being the big hero that we all wish he would be at some given point, that he should have been at the end of Z. So that's kind of my take on the whole thing. I definitely see Goku Vegeta, Gohan, Frieza. I don't know about 17. 17 is a wild card in there, but Frieza will last a very long time because there's a lot of things about Frieza, not just his participation in the tournament, his motives, his goals, like, and it's just gonna be weird to see Frieza sitting in the stands with all these people, like, not doing shit, so that'll be weird as well. Maybe towards the very end he'll get eliminated, but I see him lasting a long time too. Really curious who you guys think is going to be the final lineup, who is going to last at the end. Are we gonna have 5 members till the very end? Are we just gonna have 2? Is it just gonna be Goku? Everybody else is gonna get bodied? I guess throw in the conversation, do you think Vegeta is gonna have a really cool moment, either being the hero or bodying some big player like Hit or Jiren or Toppo, or do you think Vegeta is gonna be another stepping stone to Goku's glory of like, hey, I'm the hero at the end of the day, motherfucker? And how do you think it's all gonna play out? Either way, whether this is a spoiler, this is foresight, or it's just some cool product, it's interesting to know. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.